Hello, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Blueprints. So, last time we finished our first day of this game, and I thought we would be moving on to day 2, but as it turns out, when I press save and continue, it meant, although I did not realize this at the time, that I had to play through the second day and I couldn't save in between because that's just how the game works. So I had to scrap the second day in order to quit out of the game. So we are going to actually start day 3 here. We've missed day 2. I've just realized how profoundly this game does not respect your time as a player. And I'm honestly a little concerned about my capacity to play this game given the kind of obscene time restrictions or time demands it puts on the player. For example, let's say that each run takes 3 hours to finish and you can't save and stop in the middle. How am I supposed to fit that into my schedule as a player? I may have to actually end runs early here just because I cannot get through to the end of the run in, a reasonable time or the time that I have. So that being said, and really I find this design decision perplexing. We are going to carry on with day 3 of the game. So let's get started. Shall I go outside? Well, I already have gone outside. Oops. I don't think there's anything in particular I could do out there, so I've just wasted a step. Alright. What a frustrating mistake. But that's okay. That's okay. So here we have an ace and a queen. Diamonds. Is it diamonds and spades? I just don't know what words and what letter that might imply. Queen of diamonds and ace of spades. Because the ace... Yeah, I really don't know. Oh well. Let's move on here. Let's get started. So, we're going east. Checking the map from last time, we can see that we already have both of the letters on this side, so we don't need to worry so much about filling out this row. We're more concerned with getting further north. So with that in mind, what should we do? I might go storeroom to start because I really need the resources. Or I could go parlor. Then it says there's a puzzle in the parlor to do. Oh, right, that's the puzzle that gives us the 2 gems. So the question is whether I want a key, a gem, and a coin, or 2 gems and an extra door. And I think I will take the storeroom, because that just seems like it gives us some more versatility And versatility is good. Starting the run. Alright. So let's try this side. Do you want a key and go west? Or do we want 4 coins and go east? Or do we want 2 steps whenever we enter this room? Now, potentially the bedroom could give us good value because we are starting our run here and we could potentially come and go through here a number of times. But there's also only one potential like branch that we could travel through the entrance hall out to, and we're not going to go outside in this run. So I think the bedroom is out, and I think instead we should probably go, let's see, I think pantry. Let's try pantry. And we've done pantry before. That's already been noted. So let's keep moving. We have chapel, which would not give us anything useful. Corridor is going to go straight through, and parlor will go up. So I think we go parlor here. So what's the puzzle this time? I want to refresh myself on the rules here. Always at least one box which displays only true statements. Always at least one box which displays only false statements, and only one other box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay, so this box is the black box, which is patently false, so that is the false box. This box is the blue box, so this box is also false. And the box that claims to be black has the gems, so this is a true statement, which would mean that this is the one that has the gems. And I forgot to pick up the key, but I will grab it. Yep. So it should be this one here. Yes. Okay, and we are going to keep moving up. So let's see. I definitely don't want nursery here because we do not want to dead end. The question is, do we want chapel or hallway? And that's a very good question. We only have one key at this point, so it may not be ideal to go north. And chapel or hallway? I'm gonna go chapel. Don't really care about the coins so much right now. And I want to be able to hit the east side. Okay, so this puts us in a room we have not been in before in terms of our location in the house. But it seems like maybe the red rooms do not have pictures in them. Okay. So what do we have? We have bedroom, we have den, and we have commissary. I definitely think den here. So we can move up and down. Getting the extra gem is nice. So let's move down because that these rooms are less likely to require keys to enter. So we could go courtyard, and we don't have a shovel yet, so that's not necessarily great. This room counts as two bedrooms, so if we went bedroom or bunk room, it would make us no worse off in terms of our movement through the house, and it would give us more steps. So let's take bunk room. Two bananas. Fun. Say hello to the gerbil. And here we go. Up north. Oh, actually. Oh, I do need to draft something, but I remember I also need to check the picture for that room, the den that we're in right now. So courtyard or spare room. I think we definitely want courtyard here because it gives us access to this square. So let's take a look at the pictures. We've got peak and P, so that means that the letter is K. Done. All right. And we've entered the courtyard. So we've got a chest in here, which we could open with our key, but that seems very dangerous given where we are in the mansion right now. So I'm curious what the letter is to our west here, and I'm going to check this room out. So we could take Nook, which would give us a key for sure. Closet, which would give us 2 items. Or bedroom. I think Nook. Take that key. We still have steps, so we can come back for that chest if we need to. And this place, we were curious about the pictures. So is that... There's a picture of a tree. And here. Match fur and fire. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're here. Yeah. And so it is, I guess, an E. Is that right? Flame and fur and fire, I think, is the right thing, right? Okay. So let's keep going north. We can use a key to get north here. We have security, which we also have utility closet, and we have a spare room. And the spare room isn't guaranteed to be unlocked like a hallway is. And this next, maybe security? Let's see. Okay, let's do security. Let's check if there's anything. Okay, and we might as well go back into the system here and go to keycard system, set the security level to low, set change the offline mode to unlocked, confirm settings back, and exit. Okay. Nothing new here, nothing to pick up. Check if this is locked. It's not locked. The East Wing Hall, the commissary, or the guest bedroom? I think we want the East Wing Hall. So we've got some this is a new room, so I'm going to start taking notes. East Wing Hall. So we have luggage. Interesting. Is there anything on the luggage of note? Doesn't look like it. Flowers that are very cool looking, white and red. A bowler hat. So probably a bowler and a an umbrella. So it kind of maybe suggests that this is like a man's. Is this like a man's wing? Because this looks like sort of gentleman's clothing. A bowler and umbrella. Man's rooms in East? Question mark? Let's see. So we are, in terms of the pictures, we're 5 up. So I already have this room. So let's keep investigating. Don't need to worry about the picture. And we do wonder about a chess piece. Are there chess pieces in hallways? It seems the answer is no. So I'm going to write that down. No chess pieces in hallways. Okay. And let's keep going. We'll try. Actually, no, we don't want to waste steps, so let's try going north. Drawing room, utility closet, or kitchen. We have 4 coins and 44 steps. I think I'll go drawing room. We've been to this room before, but have we... 1, 2, 3, 4... So we haven't done the pictures for this room. So where were they again? Let's see. It's these ones here, right? Coat and coast. So S, right? Coat, coast. Yeah, S. That's where we are. S. Yeah. Okay. So that maybe helps us to solve that puzzle we couldn't do before with this picture. So that picture potentially is consistently coast. It might not be, but it's worth considering. And we'll try going back this way. The door is locked. We have 1 key left. And so do we want to go north or do we want to go west? We already have the letter for going west. And we could potentially go west from security. So I'm going to try to go north. We have dining room, and this is rank 7. So there is a fair chance we could get a meal. And I think that's just generally the best room for us to draft here, unless we wanted to redraw, because we are in the drawing room, and that's an option, right? So let's see, maybe, what do we want? I think we're going to go dining room because it just seems like a good play. All right, and can we go west? No. Can we go north? No. Okay, so we're... Oh, but we still have a key. We still have a key. So we can get up to rank 6, 7, 8. Sorry, wait. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, so we can make it to rank 8 by going through here, so let's do that. Just because then we can eat our meal. We could go commissary, and that could give us a way to go west, or we could go bedroom. Bedroom or commissary? Still don't really have anything to buy because we only have 4 coins, and so I think bedroom is the better pick here because it has the same room options as commissary. So we heard a bell. Oh, that just means I think that the food is ready in the dining room. We've checked out this room before, but we do need to look at the pictures. So, oh, so it says T. Oh, and I missed the pictures in the dining room, so I do need to get those. So that's just definitely a T. Plan and plant. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Let's just make sure we're not missing any items here. Ah, there's a top hat here. Okay, so this does suggest that the bedroom is a man's room because there is a top hat here. Just gonna make a note of that. Security room. The nook, guest bedroom, dining room, pantry, bedroom. Top hat equals man's room? Question mark? So maybe this would be his wife, right? Just put wife. Okay. So we're gonna go back and grab the food. Or should we try to go west first? We have plenty of steps, so let's check this door. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have 3 new rooms here. We don't have any items in our inventory, so this I don't think is very useful for us. This is a dead end, so I think Rumpus Room. And we're out of gems now. Okay, let's grab... Okay, so what's in this room? What's in this room? This may be... What do you call these kinds of hats? I forget. I'll have a look in between episodes, maybe. So there's a hat type. I think this type of hat was generally worn by men. 12 coins now. We have this mechanical Turk. What's it do?
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so we know that the doors to the antechamber are operated by levers and not by keys, right? So the door we were looking for that does not use a key, it must be a room to the antechamber, right? Beyond the black waters. We don't know what that means. To room to antechamber. Question mark? Oh, but it's also the door we've been looking for, so it must be to room 46, right? So the shore of white sand with a castle, looking for something he was told he would not find. I'm wondering if that is somehow connected to like a lake that's significant somewhere else. Like is the shore a lake shore? Because that castle, we haven't seen that castle before. That's definitely not the manor. What is the castle, right? The immobile, so we have a red flag that does not stir with a black cat tied to it. We do know that potentially the Jones family is associated with the color black because of the black pawns, right? So is the black cat somehow connected to the Jones family? That's another question. Okay, well, and the rumpus room has a black bishop. So maybe this is connected to the Jones family too. This room somehow. What's the deal with the fish? Is there a plaque we can read? It doesn't look like it. There's a 8-pointed star here. Is that the same design as the North Star? It is, right? That's the same design as the North Star? North Star clock, maybe? Okay, so we have crown and crow. So an N for the letter. And we are N there. Okay. Let's see, can we get through? It's locked. Okay. So we'll go back and get our food. Looks scrumptious. Today's main course is the country stew pie. Boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato parmesan cheese crust. Plus additional 10 steps if you have a boiler room in your house. We do not, but we will take the 20 steps. Okay. We check the dining room door, locked. And did I get, no, I did not get the pictures in here yet. So, plain and pane, so L, right? Pane of glass, I think. That's my guess. Okay. Drawing room, go west. Locked. So back down to security. Locked. Are we done the day? We are not, because we can go to entrance hall. So that's south. Through the nook. This door is already open. We don't have a key for that. Back through chapel. Can we go out chapel? We can go out the chapel. Let's try. Nice, we can draft something here. So closet could get us a key. Kitchen, we could buy some food, but we don't need food because we have lots of steps. I think closet for sure here. And we get just, oh, we got the shovel. We got the shovel. Okay. Nice. All right, so this one, we have the letter already. But let's take a look at the closet. Again, it seems to be a man's closet. Seems to be man's clothing. And I don't want to be gender normative here, but this is just kind of what the game's trying to communicate, I think. Obviously, anybody can wear any clothes they want. I have no problem with that. But I think the game is trying to communicate something with these types of clothing. So, menswear. Nothing else of note I can see, really, in here. There's some luggage. And, like a briefcase. Also kind of suggests men's clothing. Alright, let's keep moving. So we could go back to courtyard to dig. I think I will, even though it's going to keep costing us money. I'm curious what we could dig up. Nothing of interest. Well, we tried. Alright, so back to entrance hall. Utility closet would open the key card doors for us, but we don't We don't need that, actually. Commissary, we have 8 coins, so we could maybe buy something at this point. And I think I'll take... Oh no, I don't have a gem, so I can't take commissary. So I could redraw, or I could go spare room. Okay, spare room. Spare room, I think, typically doesn't have anything in it. Yeah. Nothing I can see. Blue paint. Redraw. So definitely commissary here, right? Or we could coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Or do we want to go commissary? Oh, we don't have the gem, of course. So we have to coat check because we have... Well, we could get... We'll not reset at the end of the day. So we start with 8 coins. Or do we want to start with a shovel? I think this... or like have a chance to pick up the shovel in the coat check. Start with 8 coins or chance to pick up a shovel. I think I'll freeze the accounts. Because we definitely get the coins. Alright. Okay. So the freezer... we get a notification that it is at minus 16 degrees Celsius on a thermometer. It's not changing. That seems to be what the thermostat's set to. So if we unthawed the freezer, we would be able to access this key. So can be unthawed, can be unthawed for items. There's a white pawn in the freezer. Yeah, because there's 2 gems and a key. So basically, freezer would give you quite a few items, but I wonder if you warm it up in here, maybe it doesn't freeze your accounts, right? Not for staff use. Master St. Clair's personal freezer. And inside, there is what looks like a special key and a note. Yeah, special key and note in freezer. So how do we turn off the freezer? Because I don't think in the breaker room there was no switch for the freezer in the breaker room. Okay. And that's the end of our run, as far as I can tell. So we have no keys. Yep. All right. So thank you for watching. This time I will properly save and exit at the end of this day and make sure we can do day 4 instead of skipping over to day 5. So we finish with 8 coins to hold over for the next day. We got to see some new rooms. We got to see the Rumpus Room. I think East Wing Hall was new. And the freezer was new. So those are nice progress. And we also got to explore the further north end of the estate a little bit. So I'm going to call it a day. An east-facing cottage, they say. Total rooms 19, rank reached 8, steps taken 38, items found 2, and new rooms 4. This is a much shorter episode than the last one that we did, but I think it's still a good place to call it, so I'm going to call it there. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.